Right then guys, Brumation in bearded dragons. Let me run you through what you need to know. So then guys, my bearded dragon, Diego, has gone into Brumation. We put him into Brumation about a week ago. He's still asleep, so he's really asleep. He's currently, you can see his tail just there. So he's underneath his log. Now he's been asleep for 4 days. We put him down. We gave him a bath just before we put him down for Brumation, just to clear out his stomach so that he's got no undigested food left in his stomach to rot over the time that he is asleep. He's going to be asleep for about 7 weeks. That's normal for Diego. Yeah, he's been asleep for 4 days now. We're going to start turning his lights off and all that sort of stuff. Now, it does get cold here in England in this house, so we don't turn his basking lights off too much. We turn the temperature all the way down. We just turn the temperature down a lot, and over the next sort of week we'll turn it down and down and down and down. Same with his UVB light. His UVB light will eventually, by the end of next week, it will not be on permanently. And then we'll cover his glass over as well, just to give him a deep, dark area, just so that he can brumate in peace. And brumation is basically just hibination in bearded dragons. So how to tell if your bearded dragon is going into brumation? Around this time of year, sort of anywhere between November and January, they sort of start slowing down and they don't eat as much. And you think they're sick, and you think, oh no, what am I doing wrong? It's nothing really to worry about. Obviously, check all your temperatures and all that sort of stuff. Make sure everything is correct. If everything is correct, then chances are he's going into brumation. If you're still worried, take him down to the vets and just get them double checked. But brumation, it's what they are, what they're doing. They go into hibernation, they slow down, they hide away if they've got somewhere to hide, and they just generally chill out. They go to sleep for a few months, just like a bear in the wild. They hibernate. In reptiles, it's called brumation though. And that's it, they just hibernate for a couple of weeks. When they're coming out of brumation, you'll see them, they'll start moving around just a little bit. That's when you start turning your lights back on and heating it back up a little bit. And when they do come out of brumation, I leave them for a few days just to get used to the temperatures again and all that sort of stuff. And then I start feeding, and believe me, when they start feeding, make sure you've got a lot of food. But that is the general gist of brumation in bearded dragons. They just go to sleep for a few months. They do need it in their system. A lot of people don't do it, which everyone to their own. Every bearded dragon's different as well. Some slow down, some don't. Mine do. That is bearded dragon in brumation. So then guys, that's that. I've just checked him, just lifted it up, and he is brumating. He's alive, he's perfectly fine. Now I know that's good, I will just leave him now. I'll turn his lights off eventually, turn his basking light down. I won't turn it off because it does get cold here. There we go then guys, I've just turned his, just adjusted all the timer for his UVB bulb. Instead of being 12:12, now it only comes on for 8 hours a day, middle of the day, just to sort of, if he does wake up, he's got that day and night routine still down. Eventually it will turn off.